going on, guys? I'm here to review the first round of the draft for the Denver Broncos. A lot of Broncos Nation out there was pissed off at the draft pick that Elway made. I don't see why. We drafted an offensive lineman because the offensive line was our biggest fucking issue last season. Our offensive line was terrible, horrible, awful. Any fucking name you could think of to describe how bad it was. Atrocious. Any fucking name you could think of to describe how Denver Broncos' offensive line was, that's what it was. John Elway addressed that situation, addressed that weakness for the Denver Broncos to try and get us back to the Super Bowl, back to the ship, to win another ring, to get another Lombardi trophy. Everybody wanted Christian McCaffrey, and we knew, and I said in the last video, if they don't make a trade, then there's no way in hell we're going to get Christian McCaffrey. They didn't make the trade, and Christian McCaffrey went before Denver got to him. I told you that we all knew that was going to happen. We knew he wasn't going to drop all the way down to 20. Not with the skill set that Christian McCaffrey has. There was no way in hell he was going to drop down to 20. When we didn't move up to get him, so obviously there's some reason Elway didn't want to make that move, or we just didn't have the chips to make that move. Because to make that move from 20 to 5, which is what they were talking about with the Titans, we would have had to give up a lot. And I guess Elway just wasn't willing to give up that much to get Christian McCaffrey, which I don't blame him. I like McCaffrey. We all like McCaffrey. We loved having McCaffrey there. I really feel like running back is our big problem. And also, Joe Mixon is still available. And I had Joe Mixon going to Denver in this thing for third round. We might grab him in the second because now there's trade rumors between Denver Broncos and the Green Bay Packers. Possibly Denver trading to number 33. So they might pick up Joe Mixon. They might pick up Adam S. because I'm not trying to pronounce that guy's name again. Well, they picked up Garett Bolles. For what I've read on the guy, the little bit I've read on him, was I didn't even look at this guy at all. I didn't think of him as a possibility, which I should have. That was my fault. I didn't do my due diligence on, potential offensive linemen that we could pick up. I just stuck on Cam Robinson, and that was it. Garett Bolles, I've read he plays with the high motor. He's a nasty offensive lineman. He has a mean streak a mile long when it comes to playing on that offensive line. He hates to get beat. So I did read that the mean streak and the nastiness on offensive line also spills over into a lot of penalties. Clean that up. We have to clean that up in training camp. We just can't have that. That killed us last year. As we saw, there was one game we played against the Chargers. I think it was on Thursday night last year, where every time we got the momentum, it was taken away by a holding call by Russell Okung. We don't want him getting penalties in the process. But overall, the draft was great. I like the Denver Broncos draft. I gave him a B+ on the draft. I was high on Cam Robinson. I wanted them to get Cam Robinson. But yeah, I give him a B+ on that. I gave him a B+ on that draft. That wasn't a bad draft. It didn't blow me out of the water, but it didn't make me disappointed like I was a Chicago Bears fan. As we saw what Chicago Bears did last night, and that shit was stupid. If I was a Chicago Bears fan, I would not admit it right now. But anyways, on the other parts of the draft, the draft was great. I liked the whole draft. Deshaun Watson went to Houston. I liked Deshaun Watson. I knew Denver wasn't going to try and get him, but I still like Deshaun Watson. He's a great quarterback. I saw T.J. Watt went to Pittsburgh, I think. Great. That was awesome. Overall, the draft was, like I said, the only thing that I didn't like was McCaffrey. He went to Carolina. I have no beef with Carolina. It's just I wanted McCaffrey to come to Denver, but we didn't really need him. Like I said, there's plenty of good running backs out there. Like I said, Joe Mixon's still on the board. My boy Cam Robinson's still on the board. I don't think Elway will go 2 offensive tackles, but you never know what can happen in the draft. The draft is secretive. There's like a whole bunch of secretive shit going on behind the scenes. I'll come back and review round 2, but like I said, round 1, I give it a B+ for the Denver Broncos. That was a good pickup. It's offensive line. That's one of the issues that we need to address, and Elway addressed it. Elway does what Elway does. Like I always said, Elway and Elway we trust. We gotta trust in Elway. And if you're rocking this logo and you're wearing these colors, you're all right in my book. It don't matter who the fuck you are. I was even rooting for Sanchez when he came over because he was, you know, he was rocking the colors. I was rooting for Sanchez. And then when he left, I was like, whatever, fuck him. But that's my review of the first round. I will try and review second round, third round, fourth round, fifth round. I probably won't do sixth and seventh round because those are like sort of lame. Those are like Denver with the 152nd pick, and nobody gives a shit about that. Oh, that's my phone. Got a text message. But anyways, that's all I gotta say about that. I'll be back hopefully soon to do the second round. I'll try and keep this thing going as long as I can if I don't get caught up at work or anything crazy happens that to where I can't post reviews. But there we go. Alright. Like always, it's your boy Broncos Fanatic saying, go Broncos! And Celtics. You know about that one.